If you want to think like rich people, speak confidently, shape a new life for yourself. Let's begin this journey together right now. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a version of yourself who feels strong, focused, calm, and ready to learn. Imagine a version of yourself who believes deeply that change is possible. Imagine a version of yourself who speaks English with confidence, thinks with clarity, and walks into any room with a mindset that says, I can grow, I can rise, I can succeed. Today, you and I are building that version of you, step by step, word by word, mindset by mindset. Now, repeat after me. I can learn, I can improve, I can grow every single day. Good. Say it again with a little more feeling. I can learn, I can improve, I can grow every single day. Perfect. When you speak this way, you begin to activate the mindset that rich people use not only for money, but for personal development, for communication, for success, and for a better. Future rich people don't only think about wealth, they think about growth, choices, habits, and learning. And right now, you're doing the same. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a young man named Daniel. He grew up in a small apartment, always hearing people say life is hard, opportunities are limited, some people succeed and some don't. For years he believed it. He worked hard but never thought about his mindset. One day he watched a video about how rich people think. The speaker said something simple, your mind is your biggest asset. At first, Daniel didn't understand, but he kept listening. The speaker explained that rich people think in terms of possibilities, not limits. They think in terms of solutions, not problems. They think in terms of learning, not fear. Daniel paused the video. He said to himself, I want that mindset. And that was the moment everything began to change. He didn't suddenly become rich. He didn't suddenly become confident. But he started thinking differently. And because he thought differently, he acted differently. He learned new skills, improved his English, read books, joined classes, and practiced positive thinking every morning. After months of consistent effort, he started noticing real results. His job improved, his friendships improved, and his communication skills improved too. His life changed because his mindset changed. And this is the same journey you're beginning now. Through this script, through these words, through this practice, repeat after me. My mindset controls my life. My actions shape my future. I choose to think differently today. Excellent. When you practice these sentences, you're training your mind to focus on growth. Rich people use this mindset every day. They don't wait for motivation. They create it. They don't wait for perfect English. They practice it. They don't wait for opportunities. They prepare for them. Think about this question. What is one belief that has been limiting you? Maybe you believe English is too hard. Maybe you believe you're too old to learn. Maybe you believe success is for other people, not for you. I want you to gently challenge that belief today. Ask yourself, is this belief helping me or hurting me? If it's hurting you, replace it with a better one. For example, instead of saying, my English isn't good, say, my English is improving every day. Instead of saying, success is too difficult, say, I'm learning the skills that will lead me to success. One small mental shift can change your entire life. Here's another quick exercise. I want you to imagine you're walking through your ideal life 1 year from now. Imagine you're speaking English clearly, confidently, and naturally. Imagine you're thinking boldly, making smarter decisions, and believing in your potential. Imagine people looking at you with respect because they can feel your confidence through your words, your actions, and your presence. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Good. Hold that picture in your mind. That picture is your motivation. That picture is your goal. That picture is your future self calling you forward. Now let's practice some mindset building sentences. Repeat after me slowly. I believe in my ability to learn. I believe in my ability to grow. I believe in my ability to change my future. Beautiful. These sentences may feel simple, but they are powerful. The words you speak shape the thoughts you have. The thoughts you have shape the actions you take. The actions you take shape your entire life. This is how rich people think. Starting today, this is how you think too. Let's talk about one more story before we close this section. A woman named Amina moved to a new country with almost no English. She worked long hours, felt shy, and avoided conversations because she was afraid of making mistakes. One day, her friend gave her a small notebook. On the first page, she wrote, "My English improves every time I practice." Amina didn't believe it at first, but she said it every morning. Slowly, her fear faded. She started speaking more, listening more, practicing more. And with every sentence, her confidence grew. After a year, she wasn't just fluent, she was fearless. Not because she was lucky, but because she changed her mindset. She believed she could grow, and she did. You can do the same. In fact, you're already doing it. By listening, repeating, thinking, imagining, and practicing, you're building the mindset required to transform your life. So let's end this first section with one final repetition. Say this out loud. I am ready to change my mindset. I am ready to change my life. I'm becoming more confident every day. Wonderful. That's how transformation begins. One belief, one sentence, one moment at a time. In this second part of your journey toward thinking like rich people and transforming your mindset, I want you to imagine that you are sitting in a quiet room, holding a warm cup of tea or coffee, feeling calm, open, and ready to absorb new ideas. Today, we dive deeper into the habits, thoughts, and daily practices that rich thinkers use. Not just wealthy people, but people who have rich lives, rich minds, rich relationships, and rich confidence. These people understand one essential truth. The quality of your thoughts becomes the quality of your life, and your English practice is part of that quality. Think of every new word you learn as a seed that will grow into confidence later. Every sentence you repeat becomes a brick in the strong foundation you are building inside yourself now. Repeat after me. I am building my future step by step. I am worthy of success. I am learning something valuable today. Very good, these repetitions. Help your mind stay focused and positive. They shape your inner voice. And your inner voice is one of your greatest tools. Rich thinkers protect their inner voice. They speak to themselves with encouragement, not judgment. They say things like, I will find a way. I can handle this challenge, and I'm growing every day. When you speak to yourself in a kind way, you open the door to opportunity. Let me share a story with you. There was a man named Raphael who always felt stuck. He worked long hours but never moved forward. One day he heard a mentor say, "You, rise to the level of your mindset." Right. That sentence hit him deeply. He realized he had been thinking small, dreaming small, and believing small. He decided to write down one big goal and 10 smaller steps to achieve it. Each day he took one small step. Some days were easy, some days were difficult. But he continued. 6 months later, he had achieved more progress than he had in the previous 5 years. What changed? Not his job, not his situation, not even his environment. Only his mindset. You can do the same. Ask yourself right now, what is one small step I can take today? Maybe it's practicing English for 10 minutes. Maybe it's reading a page from a book. Maybe it's writing down your goals. Maybe it's avoiding negative people for one day. Whatever it is, take that step. Small steps create big changes. When you take them consistently, now let's continue practicing English with positive mindset sentences. Repeat after me. I focus on solutions. I learn from challenges. I grow when I practice. Great. When you repeat these sentences, your English improves and your mindset becomes stronger at the same time. That is exactly what rich thinkers do. They turn every part of their life into an opportunity for growth. Let's talk about environment. Rich thinkers choose their environment carefully. They surround themselves with people who inspire them, who encourage them, who push them to grow. They stay away from negativity. They protect their time and energy. Think about the people around you. Do they support your dreams? Do they motivate you? Or do they pull you down? Sometimes the biggest change you can make is changing who you listen to. You don't have to remove people completely, but you can decide how much influence they have over your mind. Here's another story. A young woman named Sarah wanted to improve her English but felt embarrassed. Her friends laughed when she practiced. They told her she was wasting her time. She believed them for a while, but deep inside, she knew she wanted more. One day, she made a brave decision. She stopped discussing her dreams with negative people. Instead, she joined an online community of learners, practiced with strangers who supported her, and listened to motivational videos every morning. Within a year, her confidence changed completely. She spoke fluently, applied for a better job, and felt proud of herself. Why did this happen? Because she protected her environment and planted herself in a place where she could grow. Repeat after me. I choose a positive environment. I choose people who inspire me. I choose thoughts that make me stronger. Excellent. Now let's talk about failure. Rich thinkers see failure differently. They don't avoid it. They don't fear it. They learn from it. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every successful person has failed many times. Every confident English speaker has made thousands of mistakes. So when you make a mistake, celebrate it. It means you're learning. Say this out loud. My mistakes help me grow. My challenges make me stronger. I am improving every day. Wonderful. Think about this. When a baby learns to walk, falls again and again. But no one says, stop trying. No one says, you're not good enough. Everyone encourages the baby because falling is part of learning. The same is true for you. When you slip, when you forget vocabulary, when you feel shy, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you are learning, growing, moving forward. Let me give you another powerful idea that rich thinkers use. They value time more than money. Money can be earned again, time cannot. So use your time wisely. Spend a little time every day on things that make your life better. 5 minutes of English practice, 10 minutes of reading, a short walk to clear your mind, a moment of gratitude. These small habits create a rich life. Before we end this section, repeat after me one last time. I am becoming stronger. I am becoming wiser. I'm becoming more confident. Beautiful. Hold these words in your mind. They're shaping you more than you know. Every day I take small steps toward my dreams, and each step brings me closer to the person I want to be. I trust the process and believe in myself as I grow more. When people talk about thinking like rich people, they often talk about money. But the truth is deeper. Rich thinking is really about emotional strength, clarity, and confidence. It's about how you react to problems, how you see yourself, and how you direct your focus. Today, we explore one of the most powerful differences between a limited mindset and a rich mindset. The ability to take responsibility for your life. Not blame, not guilt. Responsibility. When you take responsibility, you take control. When you take control, you open the door to real change. Repeat this after me. I take responsibility for my thoughts. I take responsibility for my actions. I take responsibility for my growth. Let me share a story of someone named Lena. She used to blame everything around her for her lack of progress. She blamed her job, her family, the economy, her past, even her English skills. But one day, she watched an interview where a successful entrepreneur said, "The moment you take responsibility, you unlock your power." That sentence felt like lightning inside her. She realized she had been waiting for someone else to fix her life. When she accepted responsibility, she started making small changes. She practiced English every day. She wrote her goals. She planned her mornings. After months of consistent effort, she felt stronger, clearer, and happier. Her life changed not because the world became easier, but because her mindset became richer. Repeat after me. I am in control of my choices. I am in control of my habits. I am in control of my future. Good. These sentences help you shift from waiting to acting, from hoping to creating, from wishing to building. Rich thinkers take responsibility because they understand a powerful truth. No one is coming to save them. They save themselves. They grow themselves. They educate themselves. And you are doing the same right now through your practice, discipline, and determination. Another key part of a rich mindset is curiosity. Rich thinkers ask questions. They explore ideas. They look for new skills and new perspectives. They don't say, I already know enough. They say, what else can I learn? When you stay curious, you stay open to opportunities. Curiosity also makes your English learning journey more enjoyable. Instead of memorizing words, you explore them. Instead of fearing long sentences, you examine them. Instead of avoiding challenges, you ask, what can this teach me? Repeat after me. I stay curious. I stay open. Keep learning every day. Let me tell you about a man named Haruto. He felt stuck in life for many years because he stopped asking questions. He believed what others told him. He accepted the limits around him. But one day he watched a documentary about people who reinvented their lives through learning new skills. Something inside him woke up. He started reading again. He joined English groups online. He listened to podcasts. He asked successful people questions. Within a year, he felt alive again. His confidence grew, his English improved, and his mindset transformed. His life didn't change magically, it changed because he became curious again. Curiosity leads us to another important quality: discipline. And this is where many people struggle. Rich thinkers know that discipline is more important than motivation. Motivation is like a spark. Discipline is the fire. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. When you practice English, only when you feel motivated, you grow slowly. But when you practice, even on days when you don't feel like it, you grow powerfully. Discipline builds confidence. Discipline builds skill. Discipline builds the rich mindset that leads to opportunity. Repeat after me. I am disciplined. I am focused. I stay consistent even when it's difficult. It's very good. Think about one small discipline you can start today. Maybe it's speaking English for 5 minutes. Maybe it's writing a short journal. Maybe it's watching a motivational video. Small disciplines create big transformations over time. Let's talk about something equally important: gratitude. Rich thinkers practice gratitude every day because gratitude keeps the mind calm, clear, and positive. When you focus on what you have, you create space for more good things to enter your life. Gratitude also improves your confidence. When you say, I am grateful for my progress, suddenly you feel motivated to grow even more. Repeat after me. I am grateful for my journey. I am grateful for my progress. I am grateful for my opportunities. Now here's a powerful idea. Rich thinkers don't compare themselves to others. They compare themselves to who they were yesterday. Comparison steals your joy and weakens your mindset. But self-improvement strengthens you. If your English today is even 1% better than yesterday, you are winning. If your mindset today is slightly more positive than last week, you are winning. Your competition is not other people. Your competition is your old habits, your old limits, and your old beliefs. Repeat after me. I compete only with myself. I improve at my own pace. I am growing stronger every day. Before we close this section, I want you to imagine a future version of yourself again. This version of you thinks clearly, speaks confidently, and feels proud of your progress. This version takes responsibility, stays curious, practices discipline, and feels grateful every day. See that version of yourself standing in front of you. See their confidence. See their strength. See their smile. That person is not far away. That person is you becoming more real with every new mindset shift. Every new English sentence. Every new habit, every new day. Repeat after me one last time. I am growing. I am improving. My mindset is becoming richer every day. Wonderful. Let these words shape your energy as you move forward. The way they use their imagination, not fantasy, not daydreaming, but intentional imagination. Rich thinkers use imagination as a tool, a strategy, a mental exercise that shapes their actions and decisions. They visualize the future they want. They see the version of themselves they are becoming. And then they make choices that bring that vision closer. Today, I want you to practice that skill, because imagination isn't just for artists or dreamers. It is fuel for your growth, your confidence, and even your English fluency. Take a slow breath and imagine yourself waking up 1 year from today. The sun is coming through your window. You stretch your arms, smile, and feel proud because you've spent an entire year practicing, growing, and shifting your mindset. You walk to the mirror and see a more confident version of yourself. Your posture is open. Your eyes are bright. Your thoughts feel clear. Now imagine you start speaking English. Your sentences are smoother. Your voice is stronger. You no longer pause every few seconds to question yourself. You feel natural and calm. Imagine someone asks you a question in English, and you reply easily. That moment feels like victory, not because someone praised you, but because you know how far you've come. Repeat after me. I can become the person I imagine. I can grow into my best self. My future starts with my mindset. Good. These sentences guide your imagination in a positive direction. When you imagine with purpose, you start to behave with purpose. Let me share a story about a man named Ibrahim. For years he felt stuck because he could only see the life in front of him. He woke up, worked, went home, slept, and repeated the same routine. One day, a mentor told him, "You can't change your life if you can't imagine a better one." At first, Ibrahim didn't understand, but then he tried something simple. He closed his eyes and imagined himself confident, peaceful, financially stable, and fluent in English. The moment he imagined it, he felt something shift inside him. For the first time, he saw a path where he wasn't trapped by his circumstances. That image became his motivation. Every time he felt discouraged, he returned to that vision. After months of effort, he started seeing real changes. His mindset changed first, and then his life followed. Repeat after me. I imagine success. Imagine confidence. I imagine growth every day. Excellent. Now, let's talk about another powerful trait rich thinkers use. Problem solving. When they face a challenge, they don't panic. They pause and ask, what is the solution? What can I learn? What can I do next? They don't let fear freeze them. They let challenges shape them. You can use this same mindset in your English journey. Instead of saying, I don't understand this sentence, ask, how can I understand this sentence better? Instead of saying, my accent is bad, say, how can I improve my pronunciation? Instead of saying, I forget words, say, what can I do to remember them more effectively? Repeat after me. I look for solutions. I learn from challenges. I grow through every difficulty. Beautiful. Let's explore another habit, Rich. Thinkers plan. They don't let life happen randomly. They create direction. They set goals, not only big goals, but small ones too. They break them into steps so they don't feel overwhelmed. When it comes to English learning, planning is one of the strongest strategies you can use. Even 5 minutes of daily planning can change your progress. For example, you can plan to learn 5 new vocabulary words each day. You can plan to speak out loud for 3 minutes every morning. You can plan to watch 1 English video every night. These small plans build long-term results. Let me tell you about someone named Fiona. She wanted to improve her English for many years, but kept postponing it. One day, she made a simple plan. 15 minutes of English practice every morning before breakfast. That small plan changed her life. A few months later, she noticed her listening skills improving. Her speaking became smoother. Her confidence grew. She didn't do anything dramatic, just a small daily plan she followed consistently. That is rich thinking. It's not dramatic change, but steady progress. Repeat after me. I plan my growth. I follow my plan. Small steps make big progress. Very good. Now let's talk about energy. Rich thinkers protect their energy in the same way they protect their time. They avoid unnecessary drama. They avoid people who complain constantly. They avoid habits that drain them. They choose activities that give them energy: reading, learning, practicing, thinking positively. Your energy is precious. Your concentration is precious. Your peace is precious. When you protect your energy, you think better, speak better, and grow faster. Repeat after me. I protect my energy. I choose peace. I choose focus. Wonderful. Another characteristic of rich thinkers is self-belief. They don't wait for others to believe in them. They believe in themselves first. Self-belief is like an internal engine. When it's strong, you can overcome almost anything. When it's weak, even simple tasks feel difficult. Building self-belief takes time, but you're already doing it by practicing, learning, and challenging your old thoughts. Every time you repeat positive words, imagine a better future, plan your growth, take small actions, you strengthen your self-belief. Repeat after me. I believe in my potential. I believe in my strength. I believe in my future. Excellent. Before we end this section, I want you to imagine something again. Picture yourself walking confidently into a conversation where people are speaking English instead of feeling nervous. You feel excited, you listen, you understand, you reply. You smile because you feel proud. This moment is not far away. It is waiting for you. In every sentence you repeat, every story you hear, every mindset shift you make brings you closer to that moment. Let's finish with one last repetition. I am ready to grow. I am ready to think richly. I am ready to transform my life. Perfect. The power of habits. Habits shape your life quietly, slowly, and consistently. Rich thinkers understand that success is not created by big moments alone. It is created by small actions repeated daily. Your habits are like invisible engines guiding your future. They decide your confidence, your health, your relationships, your language skills, and even your happiness. So today I want you to think deeply about the habits you already have and the habits you want to build. Repeat after me. My habits create my future. My habits shape my success. My habits make me stronger every day. Good. Feel those words. Them settle into your mind like seeds that will grow with time. Let me share a story about a woman named Clara. She always wanted to improve her English and her life, but she relied only on motivation. When she felt excited, she practiced for hours. When she felt tired, she stopped completely. The cycle continued for years, and she never made real progress. One day, she read a simple quote, "You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits." That sentence changed everything. She decided to create tiny habits instead of extreme efforts. She practiced English for 10 minutes every morning. She read one page of a book each night. She repeated positive phrases while walking to work. These small habits didn't feel dramatic, but they brought massive change over time. After a year, she spoke confidently, felt peaceful, and believed in herself in a way she never had before. Her life changed because her habits changed. Repeat after me. Small habits make big changes. I choose habits that help me grow. I stay consistent every day. Excellent. Let's talk about morning habits. Rich thinkers understand that mornings set the tone for the entire day. When you wake up with intention, you live the rest of the day with clarity. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, taking a deep breath, smiling and saying to yourself, "Today I grow. Today I learn. Today I move one step closer to my dreams." Imagine spending a few minutes speaking English out loud. Imagine reading something inspiring. These simple morning habits prepare your mind to think positively, creatively, and confidently. Repeat after me. My mornings are powerful. My mornings shape my mindset. My mornings help me focus. Very good. Another important habit is reflection. Rich thinkers don't just move through life blindly. They pause, think, evaluate, and adjust. They ask themselves questions like, what did I learn today? What can I improve tomorrow? What made me proud? What slowed me down? Reflection helps you understand your thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. It gives you clarity. It improves your English, because you become more aware of your communication habits. And it strengthens your mindset, because you learn from your experiences instead of repeating the same patterns. Let me share a story about a man named Yusuf. He used to end every day feeling exhausted and unsure of his progress. One night, he decided to write a short reflection. He asked himself 3 questions. What went well today? What did not go well? What can I change tomorrow? That simple 5-minute practice helped him grow faster than he expected. He understood where he needed discipline, where he needed rest, and where he needed courage. After months of reflection, his life felt more organized and meaningful. That improved his language skills, his mindset, is confidence through a habit that took only a few minutes each day. Repeat after me. Reflection makes me wiser. Reflection makes me clearer. Reflection helps me grow. Wonderful. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful habits, speaking kindly to yourself. Your inner voice is your constant companion. It follows you everywhere. It influences every decision you make. Rich thinkers use their inner voice to lift themselves up, not tear themselves down. They don't say, "I'm not good enough." They say, "I am improving." They don't say, "This is too hard." They say, "This is a chance to grow." They don't say, "I always fail." They say, "I keep learning." When you speak to yourself kindly, you build confidence. When you speak negatively, you weaken your motivation. So choose kindness. Choose encouragement. Choose strength. Repeat after me. I speak to myself with kindness. I encourage myself. Support myself every day. Great. Another habit rich thinkers practice is reading. Reading opens your mind, introduces you to new ideas, new vocabulary, and new possibilities. Even reading for 5 minutes can expand your mindset. You can read motivational books, stories, articles, or even simple English learning materials. Every word you read feeds your mind. Every sentence you read strengthens your English. Every page you read grows your perspective. Repeat after me. Reading makes me smarter. Reading improves my English. Reading expands my mind. Perfect. Let's talk about the habit of patience. Growing takes time. Learning takes time. Success takes time. Rich thinkers understand that nothing truly valuable is built overnight. You must give yourself permission to grow slowly. You must give yourself permission to make mistakes. You must give yourself permission to be human. When you combine patience with consistency, you become unstoppable. Your English will improve, your mindset will strengthen, your life will transform. But you must allow yourself time. Repeat after me. I am patient with myself. I trust my journey. I grow at my own pace. Excellent. Before we end this section, I want you to imagine your future habits. Imagine yourself waking up early, speaking positive words, practicing English with excitement, reading something inspiring, reflecting on your day, staying disciplined even when life becomes busy. These habits create your future. These habits shape your confidence. These habits build the rich mindset you are developing right now. Repeat after me one last time. My habits support my success. My habits lift me higher. My habits create the life I want. Beautiful. We dive into one of the most transformative elements of thinking like rich people, the power of mindset shifts. A mindset shift is a moment when you replace an old belief with a new one. It's when you decide that the way you used to think no longer serves the person you are becoming. Rich thinkers constantly upgrade their beliefs. They don't stay trapped in old ideas. They challenge themselves, question their assumptions, and choose thoughts that support their goals. Today, I want you to experience a few mindset shifts that will push you forward in both your English journey and your personal growth. Repeat after me. I am ready to upgrade my mindset. I am open to new ideas. I welcome positive change. Feel how those words move something inside you. Let's begin with the first mindset shift, from fear to courage. Many people stay small because they are afraid of mistakes, judgment, failure, change, or not being perfect. But rich thinkers understand that courage is more powerful than fear. Courage does not mean you feel no fear. Courage means you take action even when fear is present. When you practice English, you might feel nervous. When you speak, you might feel shy. But when you choose courage, you grow. Every courageous moment becomes a brick in the foundation of your confidence. Repeat after me. I choose courage over fear. I take bold steps. I grow every time I try. Wonderful. Let me share a story about a woman named Janelle. She had a dream of becoming a teacher, but her English wasn't strong enough. She avoided speaking because she feared embarrassment. One day, she realized that her fear was controlling her life more than her dreams were. She made a mindset shift. She decided to speak even when she felt afraid. She started practicing with strangers online. She made mistakes every day, but instead of feeling ashamed, she said to herself, These mistakes are my teachers. Within a year, she applied for a teaching program and passed her interview in English. Her courage changed her destiny. The next mindset shift is from scarcity to abundance. Scarcity thinking says, there are not enough opportunities. I am not lucky. I don't have enough time or ability. Abundance thinking says, there are opportunities everywhere. I can learn anything. I can create my own chances. This shift is powerful because it changes how you see the world. When you believe opportunities are limited, you stop searching. But when you believe there are many possibilities, your mind becomes creative. You start looking for solutions. And you begin to notice chances that were invisible before. Repeat after me. Opportunities are everywhere. I am capable. I trust in abundance. Excellent. Let me tell you about a man named Omar. He believed success was only for certain people with privilege, education, or connections. But when he read a story about someone with a background similar to his becoming highly successful, something shifted. He realized he had been living with a scarcity mindset. He switched to abundance thinking, started taking courses, practicing English, learning skills, and applying for jobs he never thought he could get. And slowly, opportunities opened for him. His life didn't change by luck. It changed because he believed abundance was possible. Next, let's explore another important shift from perfection to progress. Many people don't start because they want to be perfect. They want the perfect accent, perfect vocabulary, perfect grammar, perfect confidence. But rich thinkers understand that perfection doesn't exist. Progress does. You improve by doing, not by waiting. You learn by practicing, not by planning. If you wait for the perfect moment, you may wait forever. But when you focus on progress, even small steps feel meaningful. Repeat after me. I choose progress, not perfection. I grow little by little. I celebrate every improvement. Very good. Think about a young student named Diana. She avoided speaking English because she didn't want to make grammar mistakes. She felt embarrassed when her sentences weren't perfect. But one day her teacher said, "Perfection is the enemy of learning." That sentence hit her deeply. She made a mindset shift. She decided to speak even if she made errors. Within months, her fluency improved dramatically, not because she became perfect, but because she allowed herself to progress. Another mindset shift rich thinkers embrace is from complaining to taking action. Complaining focuses on problems. Action focuses on solutions. Complaining weakens your energy. Action strengthens your confidence. When you complain, nothing changes. When you act, everything can change. So whenever you feel tempted to complain about life, practice, or difficulty, pause and ask yourself, what action can I take instead? Even a small action is better than a big complaint. Repeat after me. I take action. I look for solutions. I move forward with purpose. Excellent. Let me share a story of a man named Shafiq. He used to complain about not having enough time to practice English, but he spent hours scrolling on his phone. One day he realized his complaints were taking more energy than his actions. He made a mindset shift. He replaced complaining with action, practiced for 10 minutes every morning. Months later, he was surprised by how much his English had improved. Now let's explore one more mindset shift. From self-doubt to self-trust. Self-doubt says, I can't do it. Self-trust says, I will figure it out. Self-doubt focuses on weaknesses. Self-trust focuses on strengths. Rich thinkers understand that trusting yourself is essential. When you trust your decisions, you stop second-guessing. When you trust your ability to learn, you stop feeling ashamed. When you trust your journey, you stop comparing yourself to others. Repeat after me. I trust myself. I trust my learning journey. I trust my future. Beautiful. Before we end this section, I want you to think about the kind of mindset you want to carry into your life from this day forward. Do you want courage, abundance, progress, action, self-trust? All of these shifts are inside you already. You simply need to practice them, speak them, and live them. Repeat after me one last time. I am changing my mindset. I am growing every day. My life is transforming from the inside out. Perfect. You've learned how rich thinkers approach life, growth, and learning. You've explored habits, beliefs, and mindset shifts that shape powerful success. Now it's time to transform all this knowledge into personal meaning, into a message that lives inside you, a message you carry forward long after this video ends. Today, I want to guide you into a deep reflection. I want you to see your future self clearly, confidently, and powerfully. Imagine the version of you who thinks boldly, acts courageously, speaks English fluently, and moves through life with purpose. That version of you is not far away. In fact, they already exist within you. They're waiting for you to open the door. Take a moment and breathe deeply. Inhale growth. Exhale doubt. Inhale courage. Exhale fear. Inhale possibility. Exhale limitation. Good. Now, imagine yourself 1 year from today. Picture yourself walking into a room full of people and speaking English. With confidence, imagine how your voice sounds steady, natural, expressive. Imagine how your face glows with assurance. You are not afraid of mistakes anymore. You're not hiding behind insecurity or hesitation. You are leading conversations. You are expressing your ideas. You are building connections. You are creating opportunities. This future version of you is not a fantasy. They are the result of the choices you make today. Your choice to learn, your choice to practice, your choice to think like rich people, your choice to believe in abundance, your choice to rise. Repeat after me. My future is bright. My growth is unstoppable. My success is inevitable. Excellent. You have come a long way. Now you stand at a powerful point in your journey. This is where many people give up because they think the path is too long or too slow. But rich thinkers understand something important. Success is built day by day. Confidence is built practice by practice. English fluency is built word by word, sentence by sentence, effort by effort. Nothing great happens overnight, but everything great begins with a decision. So today I want you to make a decision. A decision to keep going. A decision to grow. A decision to be the kind of person who doesn't stop, who doesn't quit, who doesn't shrink. A decision to think big and act even bigger. Repeat after me. I continue no matter what. I rise no matter what. I succeed no matter what. Very good. Let me share with you a final story. One more example of someone who transformed their life through mindset, practice, and determination. His name is Levi. For many years, he struggled with English. He wanted to travel, study, and work abroad, but he felt trapped by his limitations. He compared himself to others constantly. He believed he was too old, too slow, too late. But one day, while watching a motivational video, he heard a sentence that shook him deeply. Your excuses are lies that keep you away from your future. That sentence became a turning point. Levi decided to stop living in the shadow of doubt. He made a commitment to practice English daily. Some days he practiced for an hour, some days only 10 minutes. But he never stopped. He changed his mindset from I can't to I will. And slowly, his confidence grew. He applied for an international scholarship he once believed he wasn't capable of winning, and he got it. Why? Because he acted on the belief that he could change. So can you. Repeat after me. I believe in myself. I honor my journey. I am ready for the next level. Beautiful. Before we close, I want to leave you with a final message. Everything you desire, better English, confidence, success, abundance, opportunity starts with the way you think and the actions you take. Rich thinking is not about money. It is about expansion. It is about choosing growth over comfort, vision over fear, and possibility over limitation. You have the strength inside you. You have the intelligence. You have the potential. And now, you have the mindset, so stand tall. Speak boldly. Live intentionally. Continue practicing. Continue practicing. Continue learning. Continue dreaming. Your future self is cheering for you, and I am too. Repeat after me one last time. I am powerful. I am growing. I am ready for success. This is your moment. Step into it with confidence. Your journey continues now.